What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Universal Veteran here again with another video, and today I want to talk about a subject that I haven't really touched on in my videos at all. And this is my personal opinion. This is me giving you guys my personal opinion about this subject, so take it with a grain of salt. Um, Not everybody's going to share this opinion with me, and not everybody's going to agree to what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, just because fuck it, I don't care. I want to get my opinion heard, and I want you guys to know exactly how I feel. So, this subject is in regards to North Korea. Um, it's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things about North Korea that I could elaborate on, and I could express my personal opinion too, but I'm going to try to keep this video short, and I'm not going to just babble on about just bullshit. So, in long story short, do I think the North Koreans have the ability to destroy the United States? No, I do not. I do not believe that they have. They might have the potential, they might have the capabilities of destroying one city, or let's say Los Angeles, or Anchorage, or Honolulu, or Guam, something like that. But do I think they have the ability to completely destroy the United States? No, there's no way. Regardless what their military potential is or what their nuclear potential is, they do not have the capabilities to completely shut America out from the rest of the world, to completely level us and just to turn us to ash. That's not going to happen, regardless how many nukes they think they have and what their capabilities are. They do not have the ability to completely destroy the United States. No, they, by all means. But I'm not. I'm. They may not be able to destroy the United States, but do I believe they have the capabilities of destroying an individual city, like I said, Los Angeles, San Francisco, anywhere on the East Coast, Anchorage, Hawaii, Guam, the anything else, any of the territories that we have out in that region? Yes, they may have the potential to do that. The ICBMs that we have, the THAAD system, Thermal High Altitude Aerial Defense System, has never been tested. I mean, it's been tested, but it's never been used in actual conflict. It's never been actually used to shoot down another country's nuclear weapon or their missiles. It's never been used in that capacity. It's been used as test firing. It's been used to see if it has the potential to stop something like North Korea's nuclear weapons coming through. But it's never been actually used in like a wartime scenario. So no, I don't believe the North Koreans have the ability to destroy the United States. But shit, I'm losing track. I do believe that they have the potential to cause us harm and cause us some some discomfort. They have the ability to destroy a small city or critically impact our infrastructure or our economy. That's a potential. But even if North Korea decided to launch an ICBM to the United States, we have enough systems out there, even though they have never been tested in an actual wartime scenario, we still have the potential to, even if only one works, that's still one, and one less nuclear weapon that's going to be impacting a city. We have so many: Japan, South Korea, Guam, Anchorage, fucking California. That's just to name a few of the places that we have ICBMs located, to where if North Korea were to launch a nuclear weapon towards the United States, we would have the ability to shoot it down with one of those different anti-ballistic missile silos that we have in that general area. But at this point, how I feel is it sucks. I mean, I've been alive for 23 years. So I haven't been around for the whole 25 years of sanctions that have been placed onto North Korea since their first nuclear test. So what I'm about to say is based on my perspective of the last few years of the research that I've gained and I've learned about everything that's been going on between the United States, the UN, and North Korea. So, like I said, take what I have to say as a grain of salt. Just if you don't agree with what I have to say, that's fine. That is perfectly that's your opinion. But this is what I have to think about it. At this point, I feel that North Korea, we should go to war with North Korea. War is a thing that not everybody wants to do. I mean, it kills civilians. It puts huge strain on our resources that we have, the money that we have. I mean, it causes an enormous amount of human casualties, and it could potentially destroy Seoul, which is in South Korea. But at the same time, North Korea has continued to develop nuclear weapons, and they have threatened the United States. And it is not all about us protecting ourselves. I mean, the United States, like I said, we won't get destroyed no matter how many nuclear weapons they fucking throw at us. I'm talking about I mean, they have the range of destroying not just the United States, but attacking China, attacking Russia, attacking Europe, attacking fucking everything in the Asian continent. I mean, they have the potential to not just attack the United States, but to attack the rest of the world. If you allow North Korea to continue their nuclear weapons program, they're eventually going to get to the point where they've perfected it and where they're able to mass produce it to eventually to where they have 10,000 nuclear weapons aimed in any direction everywhere around the world. And if we allow North Korea to continue down that path, they're eventually going to get to that point. And they're going to eventually get to the point of where they can nuke anywhere in the world, any city, any country, any place they deem necessary. And it's not only going to kill American lives, it's going to kill billions of people across the world. And this is not just an American problem. This is an every country problem. This problem is with everybody. I mean, this is a problem that we need to take care of now. We have had, like I said, 25 years of sanctions that do not work, diplomacy that has not worked and has not succeeded. North Korea will not stop developing nuclear weapons, and that's what people need to realize. They are going to try to perfect this thing, and definitely, no matter what we do to them, no matter how many sanctions we put on them, no matter how much money we try to fucking stop flowing into North Korea, no matter how much resources we try to stop flowing into North Korea, they will not stop trying to develop their nuclear capabilities. And I would rather see Seoul, which is the capital of South Korea, and in a wartime scenario, I'd rather see that country leveled to the ground. Millions of people dead in Seoul. I would rather see that than 20 years down in the line where North Korea has 10,000 or so nuclear weapons and they decide to, let's say, launch on the rest of the world. I mean, you're talking about not just Seoul being destroyed, you're talking about every country on the planet being eradicated because of North Koreans' propaganda and their ideology. I mean, it isn't just a few million people in Seoul. You're talking about billions of people across the planet that are going to be killed, destroyed, homes, they're going to be displaced. I mean, there's going to be a massive refugee program or a massive refugee problem. I mean, it's going to be on a level we've never seen, even during World War II. It is going to be on a different scale than we have ever seen on this planet so far. So that's why I believe North Korea should be destroyed right now. Destroyed. Their government destroyed, Kim assassinated, their entire government taking over. I mean, the city, literally, Pyongyang, fucking North Korea, leveled to the ground. I mean, that is literally the only option we have at this point. There's nothing else to do. There's no more diplomatic solutions. There's no more UN sanctions. There's nothing else. There's literally nothing else. If we do not go to war with North Korea, it is going to cause a chain of events to where they have the ability to not only to destroy the United States, but China, Russia, Europe, fucking Africa, every country imaginable on this planet, all 120 something sovereign nations on this planet will be affected by North Korea. I mean, it's a sad thing, and I don't want to see innocent people killed because I mean, I'm a civilian at this point. I mean, if I was displaced, yes, I would be upset, but it's a necessary sacrifice that we need to take to ensure the rest of the world can live in peace. I mean, you're talking about a government who I can't even think of another scenario that's worse than this. I mean, it's bad. It's terrible, guys. It really is. I mean, there's really I can't think of any kind of scenario possible to justify the situation that we're in right now. And I don't want to see a draft come along. I don't want to see soldiers die in battle. I don't want to see civilians in Seoul or South Korea be killed. That's not something that anybody wants to happen. That really isn't. That's not. I mean, I would love for North Korea just to back down from their nuclear weapons program and just fucking live in peace with everybody else. That would be great. That's exactly what everybody else wants. But at this point, there's no other options on the table. There's none. We have no other options, guys. We have nothing left to do that we could possibly do, no matter how many sanctions we place on them, no matter how many times we threaten them. They will not stop. They won't stop. That is the blatant truth of this entire argument that I'm presenting towards you guys is North Korea will not stop until they have perfected their nuclear weapons program. Once they've perfected it, they will mass produce it and they will have a stockpile that is greater or larger than the United States and Russia combined. And do we really want to have a nation like that who kills innocent civilians, who assassinates fucking his own family who don't agree to his ideology, who kills military officials, government officials, because they don't agree to his. I mean, is a dictator who is insane, who we are literally giving him nuclear weapons by not starting a war with him. We are literally, every time we do not step in and do something about it, we are literally giving somebody who's mentally insane the ability to kill hundreds of thousands of people in an instant. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, are we really ready and prepared to allow somebody like that to roam free on this planet and do as he wishes? Or are we going to step in and fucking do something about it? And I can understand China's standpoint of this entire situation. I mean, if the United States was right next to North Korea, if let's say hypothetically the United States was here and North Korea's plopped right here next to us, and China was threatening to destroy North Korea, I can understand that they do not want because if we were to attack North Korea right now, there'd be a massive millions of refugees from North Korea fucking tailgating straight up to China. And that's not what China wants. And I can understand why they have been reluctant to continue with these sanctions and to not do more on the North Koreans' part because they know the United States, we can destroy North Korea. That's a given. I mean, you're talking about an elephant versus a goddamn chihuahua here. I mean, we all know that the United States can destroy North Korea easily. That's not the issue here. The issue is China being right next to the border of North Korea and having to deal with the massive, massive refugee problem that's going to be fucking flooding their borders right after this war kicks off. Because millions upon millions of people are just going to fucking start flooding into China, which could severely cripple their economy. And I can understand it. If it was us, I would be thinking the same thing they're thinking. But at the same time, that problem that they're having is that potential problem that they're envisioning is way less than the problem of North Korea developing nuclear weapons, because they have the potential to destroy China as well if they develop enough nuclear weapons. I mean, I would rather deal with a few million refugees coming into the United States than fucking every city in my country being destroyed within 25 minutes of North Korea launching their nukes. I mean, and that's what you guys got to take in consideration. The lives of the many outweigh the lives of the few. The lives of the few in this instance is Seoul, the refugees, North Korea, American soldiers. I mean, those lives right there are outweighed by the other billions of people on this planet that could potentially be affected by North Korea. And we have to do something about it now. We have to stop him where he is. We have to assassinate Kim. We have to take out their government. We have to destroy their country. We have to turn their country into literal glass before we can feel secure in this on this planet. And that's just how I see it. That's my perspective of it. War is not a fun thing. War is something that we try to avoid, but war is a necessary tool in this circumstance. And if we do not declare war on North Korea and destroy their country, it will have repercussions far greater in the future than we could ever possibly fathom. I mean, it needs to happen now, or you could be talking about thousands upon thousands of nuclear weapons. Even at 1 kiloton, it still has the potential of killing hundreds of thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of individuals. And at this point, they have the ability to detonate hundreds of kilotons of weapons from their recent hydrogen bomb test. So, war with North Korea should happen, and it will happen. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. Or we're going to suffer. My son's going to suffer. The next generation ahead of me, is going to suffer the consequences of our failures. So I'm going to leave it with that, everybody. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out as always, everyone. Have a nice night.